I'd like to call the 7 PM work session meeting to order. Nancy, please have the roll call, please.
Ms. Bogdansky? Here. Mr. Lane?
Here.
Mr. Madigan?
Here.
Mr. Melchiong?
Here.
And Mr. Butcher is absent.
Nancy, could you read the open work session statement, please?
Yes, Mr. Madigan. This regular work session meeting of the Wykoff Township Committee is now in session. In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, notice of this meeting appears on our annual schedule of meetings. Copy of said annual schedule has been posted on the bulletin board in Memorial Town Hall. Copy has been filed with the municipal clerk and has been posted on our municipal website. And a copy has been emailed to the Record, the Ridgewood News, and the North Jersey Herald News, all newspapers having a general circulation throughout the Township of Wykoff. At least 48 hours prior to this meeting, the agenda thereof was similarly posted, filed, and emailed to said newspapers.
Okay, thank you. Confirm that the all papers have been signed by the Finance Committee?
All the vouchers have been signed.
Okay. Can I have a motion for 10 minutes public comment, 10-minute public comment period, 2 minutes per speaker for public comment on any governmental issue that a member of the public feels may be of concern to the residents of the Township of Wykoff?
So moved. Second.
Ms. Bogdansky?
Yes.
Mr. Lane?
Aye.
Mr. Madigan?
Yes.
Mr. Melchiong?
Yes.
With an affirmative vote, the motion is approved.
Okay. Any member of the public wishing to address the governing body, please come forward. Identify yourself.
There being none, a motion to close to the public.
Second.
Ms. Bogdansky?
Yes.
Mr. Lane?
Aye.
Mr. Madigan?
Yes.
And Mr. Melchiong?
Yes.
With an affirmative vote, the motion is approved.
Okay, we're gonna review the 8 PM business meeting agenda. Matt Cavallo, our administrator. Matt?
Thank you, Mr. Madigan. We have several resolutions. First off is the review of our 2025 best practices checklist. We've completed the checklist, we've submitted it, uploaded it to FAST. We are receiving our full allotment. We will be receiving our full allotment of state aid in 2026. Pretty much the same questions as last year, so. 226 authorizes a shared service agreement with the Borough of Midland Park for the bidding, awarding, and administration of Park Avenue. Midland Park has received an NJDOT grant to pave their portion of Park Ave. Our portion of Park Ave is very small, so we'll be covering that with our own funds instead of wasting a year of DOT funds on that. But what we're doing is Midland Park will include our design in their bid. They will, and what this does is guarantees that we're setting aside the funds so that when they award the contract, we'll do it just like we do with Ridgewood Water. They'll award the contract, we'll concur with the award of the contract, and then we'll enter into a tri-party agreement that we pay for our portion, they pay for their portion, but it gets the entire road paved with no seam at the town line.
That's great.
227 authorizes a contract to Prime Point for our payroll, human management system, human resource management system, and time and labor management. Currently, we're using Paylocity, and Prime Point is I'm going to say the premier payroll company for municipal governments in New Jersey. They know the ins and outs of the pensions. They know the ins and outs of DCRP, and they have a really stellar time and labor system. Currently, we're tracking time and labor on paper. We did transition to online time cards for employees about a year and a half ago with Paylocity, but the accrual portion doesn't work. It doesn't work in real time. It's delayed 2 weeks due to payroll. Time and labor through Paylocity, through Prime Point, is done in real time, so the employees will be able to submit their time off, know how much time they have, submit their time card directly through the system. The cost is roughly about the same. What it also provides us is a document management system, so we'll be able to push out our policies and procedures and any notices that require employees to sign off on them, as well as workflows and onboarding for transition every year when a person gets a raise or has some sort of work change, whether it be unpaid time off or some, all run through a workflow system where everything will be signed off electronically. Previously, we had, and the police department still has it, and the name of it is Power DMS, where we were spending a lot of money just for our town hall employees. We were spending about $7,500 for document management in this to do that. So we're actually been able to terminate that, and we'll move it over to payroll, so that everybody who has a paycheck will actually have a login to the system. So it's not a separate login, it's not a separate app. It's everything runs through that. We have 2 ordinances for introduction.
excuse me?
Yes, sir.
So this is overall major systems improvement plus greatly enhanced
Correct.
efficiency.
It should streamline our payroll.
Oh, that's great, that's good. Thank you. Any other questions?
No.
Okay.
We have 2 ordinances for introduction. The first is ordinance 2025, which reduces the speed limit on Mountain Ave to 25 miles per hour to match the speed limit on Sycamac Ave, or Sycamac Road in North Hampton. Same road, same speed limit.
Good idea.
That's great, that's great.
2051
Okay.
is a housekeeping ordinance which adds the traffic signal at Cedar Hill and Sycamac to our list of traffic signals. We have a list in our code that lists all the traffic signals we have in town, and that one was not there. So this cleans it up.
All right, can I ask a question on that?
Sure.
So that's still a temporary signal,
It is.
so it's gonna be listed as a temporary signal?
No. It's listed as a traffic signal.
Okay,
We do have plans currently under review by the county of Bergen to convert the temporary signal into a permanent signal, which will have intersection improvements, add crosswalks, add pedestrian crossing, the pedestrian crossing lights, stop,
okay.
push buttons. So it's currently under engineering review. I have a copy downstairs. We should be providing our comments back to the county in about 2 weeks or so.
All right, so just for clarification, the fact that it's a temporary signal, the fact that Bergen County wants to do something within the intersection, whether we agree, partner in it or not, in no way does this hurt us later on that, well, you already have a traffic signal, so all we're doing is,
Correct. All it is.
it doesn't hurt us in any,
Actually, it's really more for traffic enforcement purposes that we're supposed to have this ordinance in the.
okay, but it's not gonna hurt us should the county come out with some plan that we're not too thrilled with, so we already have it, so, okay, thank you.
Several motions that'll be read into the record at the 8 o'clock meeting. And moving on to some administrator policy action items. First, thank you all for the attendance at the fireworks, and thanks to our PD, fire department, and ambulance corps for their participation and protection. As you may have heard, and as you've seen in the newspaper or online, health benefit numbers for 26 were released by the state health benefits program. And for lack of a better word, they are sickening. They are roughly 37% increase to our health plan per employee next year. We are investigating possibilities to help save us and the employees money. Will require some negotiations, some back and forth, but we'll have more of that in future meetings.
Is this state driven or?
This is state driven.
So based on the elections, depending on who becomes governor, could that change by any chance?
Highly unlikely.
Probably not,
Not a lot,
No?
at least not initially, right?
not initially.
Not initially, it would take a year,
Yeah, because of the
at
budget?
least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The walkway, the front walkway at the Zabriskie House is currently under improvement, renovation. It should be completed in about 2 weeks.
Stealing my thunder.
Sorry, and in time for Halloween.
Yes.
Our new tax assessor and assistant tax assessor have started, effective October 1st. Office hours for the office are 1:30 to 4:30, Monday through Thursday, and 8:30 to 4:30 with an hour lunch on Friday. And our assessor is available by appointment from 5 to 8 Tuesday and Thursday.
What a welcome announcement.
That's great.
The DPW has completed a repair of the storm sewer on Hillray Avenue. They expected it could take up to a week. They were able to complete it in a day and a half. So thanks to the DPW. And NJDOT will begin the replacement of the trees and shrubbery in the area of the 200 block of James Way that were removed when the culvert was replaced under Route 208. That work should be completed sometime between October 15th and December 1, which is the end of the DOT's planting season. That is all.
That ought to free up your inbox.
It probably will. It was about 2 or 3 emails a week. And finally, we do have a closed session this evening for contract negotiations, and that's it.
Okay, that's great. Report of Township Committee members. To my left, Mr. Melchione.
All right, thank you. Fireworks, we actually had fireworks this year, as Matt mentioned, which was great. So I want to obviously thank everybody that was involved. It was a great night. I love fireworks, and personally, I thought it was one of the best finales I've seen in a very long time.
It's great.
It was a great crowd, and it was really good. I also want a special thank you to Joe Vanderplaat. Joe goes above and beyond his duties as DPW and also the fire department. So I also want to thank Joe. It's very essential for making the fireworks happen, along with some of the township committee members and our District 40 legislatures, and Matt was there today, and the commissioner of the DOT. We went to the guide rail infrastructure project that will be coming up on 208, and it's just another part of our commitment to not just pedestrian safety, but car safety. So we want to thank especially our District 40 legislatures, Senator Corrado, Senator Phillips, and Senator Barless for making that happen. Be much needed safety improvements along 208. And just lastly, Centennial Committee has still been meeting, still been planning, and we're going to have some exciting news coming in the future. That's all I have tonight.
Okay, thank you. May?
I too want to say that the fireworks were amazing. Thank you to ShopRite and Sarah and Provident Bank, and also the fire and EMT and police for keeping us all safe and making sure everything ran smoothly. Like Pete said, it was amazing. I think we do a better job than Ridgewood. Just saying.
Definitely.
The finale was amazing. I also went to my first safety meeting last week or 2 weeks ago. I did voice concern about the e-bikes around town, and I was really happy the next day. The police, Wyckoff Police, put out a memo on social media, and we kind of shared it all over the place because there's a lot of concern about child safety, how the kids are riding the e-bikes, parents, people distracted while driving, and big danger. We read about it in the papers all the time about kids getting hurt and killed. So we don't want that to happen in Wyckoff or anywhere rather. And the police put a nice poster up about the different classes of e-bikes. Class 3 is actually anything that goes over 20 miles per hour. If the bike doesn't have pedals, it's illegal actually, and it's considered like a motorcycle. If it goes over 20 miles, it has to be registered. It's like a moped. They need a license. Anybody under 17 for class 1 and 2 bicycles have to wear a helmet. They can't ride, have a passenger on the back unless it's got 2 seats, which most of them don't, and I see that. We see that around town. So the kids are really riding carelessly, and we're concerned about it. So I'm really happy about that. I do hope that we possibly consider speaking to the parents in schools, and then also having a session for the children to understand about what the rules are and the laws are. They can lose their privilege of getting their driver's license at their age of 17 if they do get a ticket. So everybody should be aware of that, and I was really happy that we kind of addressed that, and hopefully we can keep our kids safe. But that's all I have to report.
Okay, thank you. Roger?
I'll try and set a record for you, Pete. Pete covered the press conference today on Route 208 and the completion of certain portions of the guide rails. Pete covered the fireworks. Matt covered the DPW with regard to the storm drain repairs. Historic preservation, we have multiple applications for people to join. I had Nancy send them out to all of us. Take a look at those. If you know anybody, please let me know. We have a meeting next week. I'll inform the rest of the team there on historic. And lastly, we had an incredible open house last night at the fire department. It was so well attended by
Packed.
families.
Packed.
I got a new nickname. They call me Blue Knuckles now because they put me up on the ladder truck in the bucket and they went quite high and they know that I don't like heights. So it was a real joyride to say the least, but it was great. I mean, the kids had a great time. And, you know, so kudos to the fire department for just hitting it out of the ballpark just one more time. All right, that's it, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you.
Good job.
All right, good.
Yeah,
I'll be short for myself,
we can
but
try that, let's see.
fireworks. First of all, they were fantastic. Thank you to the fireworks committee, all the people that contributed in all aspects, including picking up afterwards. And the food and the grog was a big hit. So kudos to everybody putting it in, the location, everything. That was a really big hit. And couldn't ask for a nicer night. It only took us 3 years to get it, but it was fantastic. I agree with you. The fire department open house last night was wonderful. A lot of people there, and the kids really enjoyed it. Just remind everybody the senior picnic is next Tuesday, which I think we're all planning on attending. Centennial calendar, we think we're finished. And then we're gonna get a draft. I'm gonna share it with all members of the governing body so you can just look at it and see if there's anything that we missed. The best part was we had gone to an Eagle Scout presentation, and right in front of me was Troop 89, Kerchief, established 1926. So we took a great group photo, because they'll be celebrating their 100th anniversary, and we would have really been remiss if we missed them. It was a really nice photo. And I heard about the sewer project. I didn't quite grasp the whole thing from, I know a lot of people on Hillray. They were extremely complimentary, so whoever was behind it coordinated it, made it seamless for all the residents. Great job. And that's it. Report for our township attorney, Mr. Becker.
Thank you. Affordable housing, still a hot button issue, obviously. As you recall, our plan, our housing element plan was challenged the last day if they could, it was August 28th. We thought we were gonna get an immediate date for some mediation. To date, nothing. So I actually got on the phone with Beth McManus today, our planner, because she's an adjudicator with some, she has other towns, I thought maybe she'd know a little more what's going on. Basically, she said the word is, they had so many, basically fair share, almost challenged, not all, but almost every town they challenged. But because they have so many, they start with ones that had challenges by developers, then developers with fair share. So they really haven't even gotten any that are just fair share, which is ourselves, which kind of makes it sound like maybe they're not gonna be pushing us too much at the end because they have so many to do. But no date so far. This is supposed to be done by the end of this calendar year, so I don't know yet, but I keep following that. The litigation we're involved in, our 2 state cases were dismissed. We expected that. Basically, and I read through the opinion, the judge just basically, he doesn't want to go out on a limb and say, hey, I'm gonna be the judge at the trial level that says, you know, this isn't, the round 4 doesn't matter. So we expected it, but we're filing our appeals. The expectation is to take this all the way to the state Supreme Court, and we knew that going in. We've filed, and we're in the process of filing a second amended federal complaint, and we've got 5 more municipalities just joined on.
Just gonna ask you.
Englewood, Montgomery, New Milford, Washington Township, and Hawthorne just joined on.
What's the total?
I think we're close to 40.
Oh, good.
Don't hold me, it could be 41 or something like that, but every time we can have a Zoom meeting, somebody else jumps in there, so. It's not, it appears we're not getting anywhere with the court, but it's gaining some traction. I think you know it's gonna be a slow process, but even politically, the people on both sides of the aisle know this affordable housing isn't really working. It's in fact, my humble opinion, it's made housing worse because people in the middle are getting squeezed.
That's right.
They don't qualify for what's called affordable, and the other housing is going up. So it's really the unintended consequences of this thing. Plus, there's a municipality, I think, I forget which one, there's a lawsuit going on for a 500-unit housing complex, and the environmental groups are suing on that because it's counter to, that's right, I think the Wilson project.
resolution.
So it's obviously, the unintended consequences are starting to add up in this thing. And we're 40 years into this thing. So that's what's going on that side. That's really all I had tonight, was really just on the affordable housing, except that Matt mentioned that our tax assessor is on board. We have our assistant tax assessor on board. So we're certainly hoping we get the office squared away in short time here. Thank you. Oh, one last thing. I was not able to go to the fireworks because unfortunately my mother-in-law had another fall. But on the way back, came through the Wharton Dyke section of Millen Park and I saw the finale.
Oh, that's
You
cool.
can see it in Millen Park and it was great. So it was a wonderful finale. So I got to see him, even though we couldn't be. I was driving through and Christine and I just stopped our car, stopped and watched the finale, and not expecting to see the fireworks. We were disappointed we couldn't get there because we were tending to elderly people most of the afternoon. So, but it was a great
How
finale.
romantic that you got to stop.
Ah, that's great. Did you get a hot dog while you were there?
No, it's
Ice
ice cream.
cream.
What?
You were at Wharton Dyke
Oh, no, we
section.
were Wharton Dyke section, not at Van Dyke.
I got you.
Yeah, we were in Middle Park.
All right, great.
That's it, thank you.
Okay, so, we ready for a motion to go into closed session? Matt?
Yes, so moved.
Second.
Ms. Bogdansky?
Yes.
Mr. Lane?
Aye.
Mr. Madigan?
Yes.
And Mr. Melchior?
Yes.
With an affirmative vote, the motion is approved.
Matt, do we need anything?
Nope.
Nothing here? Okay. Just our water?